Hi guys, and welcome to All About the Philippines. Now, down under visas, for those guys that are asking about visas and migration agents and where you should go, I'm going to give you my tip here. I've used Jeff Harvey at Down Under Visa before to bring little Nicole to Australia, and I found Jeff to be, and his team to be very, very good, very professional, on the money. They knew exactly what they're talking about. So anyone looking for a visa from the Philippines to Australia, Jeff is the man. I'll just give a little bit of info about Jeff. So firstly, Jeff is a registered migration agent. So that means he's not an opportunist to seek money and you get nothing in return, which can happen when you're dealing with some places in the Philippines. And of course, he's registered with the Migration Agents Registration Authority in Australia. So that will absolutely give you more protection in that regards, dealing with Jeff and his team. The good thing about Jeff is that he went to the Philippines back in the 1990s. He was looking for a love of a good woman, like many of us have been there looking for love, and he found it in a lovely Filipina, but he had a few goes at it before he got the right woman, as many of you guys could relate to. So finally he found Mila, which is, he says, is the love of his life, and that's when he started to get a love of Filipino people, their culture, the country, the whole lot. And through all that, he thought he had a desire to help other men from Australia to achieve a similar happiness in their life by, you know, finding a good Filipino woman and starting a life together. So what Jeff ended up doing was he went back to study, and of course out of that study came Down Under Visa. So Down Under Visa is the busiest and most successful migration agents in the Philippines by a long way. So, and that's because he's very well respected for what he does. Word of mouth is a very positive thing, as I'm telling you guys here. I don't get a cent for this video. I don't take any money for this video. I'm giving you this information because I've used Jeff myself and found Jeff to be 100% on the money, worth every cent that we paid. And let me tell you, his fees weren't as expensive as many others that I did check, and the value for money was exceptional. So Jeff's a family operation. He's not a huge corporation where you can't get onto the people when you want to. He's a small family run business. Jeff has with him his wife Mila and his son Jeremy and daughter Remy, all in key positions within the organisation. So when you want an answer, you'll get an answer very quickly. So the way they do it is all through a migration hub, which is online, the computer. So you've got any questions, you can throw those questions at them online, they will answer. If you've got documents you need to scan and send to them, you can do it all through the migration hub. It's a very easy and simple process, and Jeff and his team will reply to you very, very promptly. So it's all, as it says here, visa applications lodged electronically. The benefit of having his wife Mila is that she speaks Tagalog, so she can communicate with your Filipino very well, and they will understand each other 100%. There'll be no miscommunication, as Jeff will be able to do with you. Being an Australian, he'll be able to communicate with you in Aussie language that you completely understand. So that's a huge bonus when you're trying to get a visa completed. So there's the guys there. You've got Jeff here on there, Mila and Jeremy. Now you can go to his site, as I say, I'll put this link below, his website below, and you can go there and you can check out these little videos.
This is the story of two ordinary Australian blokes who met two really nice single ladies in the Philippines. There are many Filipinos happily settled in Australia, and these two men were introduced to their fiancés by Filipino workmates who...
So we won't go on with the video, you can check that out for yourself, but it just shows you a little bit about the site, about Jeff, his family, and the professionalism of what they do and how they can actually get you to achieve your dreams of getting your visa approved to come to Australia. Now, as I say, rules change a lot within Australia. These rules around migration visas and all that sort of thing. They change constantly. And Jeff and his team are on top of all those changes as they happen. It says down the bottom here, we have a very high success rate with Australian tourist visa applications for Australian men and their Filipino wives. Fiancés and girlfriends, don't kid yourselves. This is not a simple tourist visa at all, and refusals are common, often due to bad advice or potential overstays. What he's saying there is absolutely that it's not as simple as what people think with the way the government is cracking down on these sorts of things and what they're asking for. You could make one simple mistake in your application if you did it yourself, and it could be rejected. Bang, there goes your money. And you have to do it all over again. So with Jeff, you can go there to his website, and as I say, there'll be a link below in the description, and you can get a free online visa assessment. Take you 5 minutes to do. And there's down here is Jeff's reasons why you should use Down Under Visa for your visa application. You know, maybe you've already had a visa refused. Well, he can help you actually get it approved, and so on. You can read all that yourself. So there's a lot to go by. Down here there's a little table here about rather risk lodging your own visa applications. Well, what happens here? On this table it will show you back in 2013 and 14 to 2014 and 15. So a partner visa. So there was, back in 2013 and 14, there was just over 60,000 lodged, and almost 46,000 were granted. So there was 14,000 there that weren't granted. So that's quite a lot, and I don't know the breakdown on, you know, how many of them were done themselves. I'm assuming it'd be a high percentage of them people had done them themselves without the help of a migration agent. And it's a similar story in 2014 and 15. 56,943 and 45,000 were granted. So there's a good 11,500 that weren't granted again. And he goes on, he gives you the facts about Australian visa applications. So there's a lot of good information here on his site, guys. So anybody that is seriously thinking about bringing your Filipino from the Philippines to Australia for a tourist visa, fiancé visa, spouse visa, any of those sorts of visas, go and check Jeff's page out. Drop him a line, say hello. I saw you on All About the Philippines YouTube channel, and I'm sure he'll give you his very professional and expert advice as always. So you can always ask a question. I remember when I first contacted Jeff, I had 3 or 4 emails with many different questions, and didn't charge me a cent and gave me answers to all of those questions. So I knew straight away at that point that Jeff was the man to do what we needed to do when I wanted to bring little Nicole to Australia. And he was fantastic with all that. So that's it, guys. That's my recommendation. As I say, I don't get paid for this. I don't get anything for it. It's a genuine recommendation through my own experience and using Jeff and getting a great result. So check out his website, drop him a line, and go from there, guys. Thanks very much for watching, guys. If you've enjoyed the video, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to share the video with anyone who might find this useful, and all your networks. And as well, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to get more videos. Thanks again, guys. Take care, and bye for now.